You know, for most of us, the Oscars are just fun, if a little long, TV. But for movie studios, winning can mean millions of dollars. How far are they willing to go for these awards? In some cases, critics say too far.
And the actor goes to.
And the Golden Globe goes to.
You might think Hollywood awards voters just see the movies and pick their favorites.
Jennifer!
But for people in contention, it can be a white-knuckle fight.
Millions of dollars, tons of time.
Scott Feinberg covers awards for The Hollywood Reporter.
In the same way that the political season that leads up to an election, there's primaries, there's caucuses.
Right here, guys, right here!
Every year, studios deploy an army of specialized awards strategists. Bruce Feldman has worked on campaigns for movies like Gladiator.
I think you've seen in the last few years some very, very aggressive efforts, what people call whisper campaigns.
John Nash was one of the most brilliant minds.
With A Beautiful Mind, accusations that came out that the guy who was played by Russell Crowe had made anti-Semitic remarks.
You think those emerged because of dirty politics with other awards nominees?
Not even a question.
That main character, John Nash, denied being anti-Semitic, but acknowledged he could have made offensive statements during his battle with schizophrenia. The Los Angeles Times reported that a representative for a competing studio, Miramax, directed their attention to the reports. Miramax denied any involvement in the negative stories.
There was a famous case of an op-ed being written supposedly by Robert Wise, the great Oscar-winning director of West Side Story, endorsing gangs of New York. The piece had in fact been written by a publicist.
A publicist working on a competing studio's Oscar campaign, Murray Weissman, who later acknowledged writing the letter for then 88-year-old Wise. Weissman said Wise suggested the contents. It sparked a controversy. Eventually, the Academy banned advertising using quotes from Academy members.
Many times you are so passionate about wanting these movies to be recognized that you might overstep your bounds.
Dennis Rice ran awards campaigns at Disney. What are the types of things that you've seen colleagues in the industry do?
Sometimes gifts are given.
What you gonna tell me about Rain Turk?
Nocturnal Animals. This movie got a ton of major nominations for the Golden Globe. Was this related to the fact that they received very expensive perfume from Tom Ford, the director?
Tom Ford and Focus Features did not respond to our request for comment.
I don't like the room service here.
Sharon Stone buys $400 Coach watches for everybody, and believe it or not, she's nominated for the Muse.
Sharon Stone sent us a statement saying, "I have 3 adolescent sons. I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, let alone some gift notion from another century. LOL." The Hollywood Foreign Press, which votes for the Golden Globes, instructed its members to return the watches and that perfume. They declined to comment for this story. Not everyone supports campaigning. Oscar nominee Joaquin Phoenix called it total, utter BS. Oscar winner Anthony Hopkins called it disgusting. And Monique refused to campaign for her film Precious, a fact she brought up in her Oscar speech.
I would like to thank the Academy for showing that it can be about the performance and not the politics.
She says she was blackballed in the industry because she didn't play the game. Some question if campaigning even works.
We counted up every single advertisement to see who's trying to spy their way into an Oscar nomination.
Walt Hickey crunched the numbers for the website 538. What did you find?
Money probably can't buy you an Oscar win, but it seems like it can buy you a nomination.
We asked for this mission.
It's not foolproof. Martin Scorsese's Silence had a big ad buy and only got a less buzzy cinematography nomination. But strategists like Dennis Rice say whatever the result, they shape how art gets seen.
It gives the audience permission to understand the movie from the right context.
You know, viewers are going to hear a very, very skilled guy who's run a lot of these campaigns successfully saying, we're giving the audience permission to see the movie in the way we want them to see the movie. It's almost like psyops here.
It would be an overstatement to say that we could manipulate the audience. The best we can hope for is that they'll watch the movie, agree with us or not, and vote based on their opinion.
The strategists we spoke with say this is business as usual, and in their view, there's nothing wrong with it. And guys, you know, one of them made the point, compared to political campaigns these days, it's all pretty tame.
Thanks for taking all the fun out of Sunday night, Ronan.
I aim to not please, Matt.
Thank you, Ronan. Appreciate it. Another quick reminder, we're going to have all the wrap up, the winners, all the fashion right here Monday on Today.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.